My boys, when I tell you, I am in absolute disbelief at this moment in time. I am not lying to you because it is insane, and I mean absolutely insane to me, that Dragon Ball The Breakers is getting a Super Saiyan 4 transformation for CACs before Xenoverse 2. Now I know there'll be some breakers, loyalists in the comments down below trying to say like, oh, why you hating on breakers? Let breakers shine, all this stuff. Cool, let breakers shine. I want breakers, to those who play the game enjoy it as much as possible. But in that same breath, if you're gonna add something like this to breakers, it needs to be added to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 at the same time. Considering Xenoverse 2 was the base for Dragon Ball The Breakers, it's literally in the Xenoverse 2 universe. Uses a lot of Xenoverse 2 assets, all things like that. It would be nice to see things like this that are added to breakers make their way to Xenoverse 2 at some point in time, and particularly when it is a awoken skill that people have been asking for since the very first day Xenoverse 2 came out almost 8 years ago at this point in time. So let breakers get all the shine and everything that they, possibly could to keep the game going and alive as long as possible for those who actually do play it, because there still is a dedicated fan base to that game. I don't want y'all to be miserable and depressed. Get all the good content you can, but at the same time, like I said before, Xenoverse 2 between both games, if we're being honest, definitely deserves this much more than Dragon Ball The Breakers. The success that Xenoverse 2 has brought, and to just not only Dragon Ball gaming but anime gaming, is insane, and the success that Xenoverse 2 had is most likely a big reason as to why Dragon Ball The Breakers even became a game in general. Like, if Xenoverse 2 didn't have its success, who knows if Dragon Ball The Breakers would have actually happened, and became a true game if Xenoverse 2 wasn't on the success level that it was, getting the support that it did for so long, all things along those lines. So to me, it is insanity that, as you guys see right here, Breakers is getting this Super Saiyan 4 transformation. And that's not the only thing that you want to take notice of in this right here, my boys, because not only do we have the Super Saiyan 4 transformation with Vegeta, but if we take a look at this thing right here, because in Xenoverse 2, this thing that comes out of our ass that's supposed to be a tail is really just a piece of wood. It is a piece of wood painted. If you got the Super Saiyan 4 version, if you got the regular one, then it's not painted at all, just a regular brown ass stick that comes out your goddamn ass. In Breakers though, it moves, my boys. It moves. You see the movement. Watch it. Look at it. It's very brief. We don't see it for very long because of how this clip is put together. But you see the moving tail in this clip right here for the CAC from Dragon Ball The Breakers. Now, I know some people may, want to say things along the lines in regards to the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. Like, oh, how is it going to work for female CACs? Because I know somebody will say that. Well, if it's in Breakers for male CACs, I'm assuming females will just have the bra across their chest, similar to how the Super Saiyan 4 Goku outfit is in Xenoverse 2 for females. That'll be the same thing in this game this time around when they use the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Goku transfer in Dragon Ball The Breakers. On top of that, some people may be like, well, oh, you're only really transforming into Vegeta and Goku, not necessarily Super Saiyan 4 itself. Well, you're still going through a transformation state, getting the fur on your character. Yes, it's not, customized and put through the files to where it works with every single outfit in the game and things like that CACs have access to in Xenoverse 2. So obviously in Xenoverse 2, it would be harder to actually implement, but at the same time, the fact is, this shows us it is implementable, if that's even a goddamn word. But it is possible to put in the games to have a Super Saiyan 4 CAC. Now they just got to make it compatible with all the different outfits and equipment that we have in Xenoverse 2, and then we could actually have that in Xenoverse 2 as well. Hopefully, I would pray. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but the next update should have this. I'm just saying, from the perspective of Breakers getting it, we should get this in the next Xenoverse 2 update. And I will say, there is one glimmer of hope, because there has been something that was added into Dragon Ball The Breakers that we did eventually see in Xenoverse 2, and that's the Scythe version of Rose Goku Black. Rose Goku Black Scythe version, a lot of people thought it wasn't going to happen when it was first found in the data files, that it had some kind of correlation to Xenoverse 2, but then, as we all clearly know now, it did happen, and he was implemented into the game. Even though he was the ultra super villain version of that, we still had these Scythe skills being implemented and put in to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That is something that I pray, and I mean I pray, happens with this Super Saiyan 4 Awoken / transfer for Dragon Ball The Breakers. I pray we see it, if not the next update, at some point in time in these next 3 DLCs with this whole future saga, as an actual Awoken skill added in one of those free updates, whether it's DLC 18, 19, or 20. One of the 3, if it adds Super Saiyan 4, I will be as happy as possible with this Awoken skill right here, without a doubt. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. 1, what do you think about Breakers getting this before us along with Moving Tails? 2, do you think it's possible, since Breakers got this, that we do see this in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 at the same time? And how hyped would you just be in general to see a Super Saiyan 4 transformation in Xenoverse 2 as well? And I know there'll be some people who'll be like, oh, well, Saiyans have enough, you know, they get all these transformations and Awokens, other races need love. Well, other races did get love in the last 2 Awokens we got. We got Ultra Instinct and Beast that went to every single race in the game. That is showing love to the other races, but in reality, when we actually think about it, it's obvious why Saiyans have many more transformations in Xenoverse 2 than other races, and that's just because, well, the main anime, it's based around Saiyans. It's around Saiyans. Most of the transformations in the anime are Saiyan based, so it makes sense as to why Saiyans get so much love. They have so many more options than other races do in the Dragon Ball realm. So for those who may say like other races need love, other races have been getting love, and it is about time we finally see Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 without a doubt. So let me know you guys' thoughts on this down below in the comments. But till next time, boys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.